I'm Julia. Welcome to my channel, Freestyling It, Sharing the Discovery. I am mom to 3 young kids, and we embrace learning as a lifestyle. This video is intended to give a little window into our school week. It is by no means the whole scoop of what we did and learned or read together, but it's a little snapshot that is a lot of fun to make and shows different aspects of our learning journey together. Included in this video is my children sharing feedback about what they saw as a highlight from their learning this week. And I will share what I'm reading related to the topic that we've been studying, as well as a few other little tidbits that I think are fun. All right, you know how this works? You've got the X's that you don't want to go on. So go ahead. Okay.
One hummingbird. Well on its way. Next hummingbird.
Awesome.
Okay, your turn.
Last week, my children and I looked at the British monarchy and explored London a bit through books. I made a video of that, so if you're interested, please refer to my channel. As a part of that week, I was reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis to the kids as our chapter book reading. We didn't finish the book last week, however, so we had carryover into this week. My children are fascinated with the story. They are drawn in. The character of Aslan has certainly made an impression. And here is my son sharing a small snippet of his interaction with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
The story of the lion, the wardrobe, and the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. And he saved everybody in the White Witch's house.
And you said you particularly liked the battle.
The Peter's sword and Peter's shield.
Who gave Peter his sword and his shield?
Father Christmas.
When I first selected The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe to read to my children, I didn't have any qualms about whether or not they would be engaged in the story. I personally love the story and I know it's a good read, but I didn't realize that the fascination with all things Narnia would persist. Because there has been such interest and because I have had this on hand from my own childhood. This actually belongs to one of my sisters, but she has given it to me for the meantime. I have this radio theater of the Chronicles of Narnia.
I'm going to explore the house.
You can't do that, Kylie.
Look, this is the sort of house where no one's going to mind what we do. Anyway, they won't hear us. It's about 10 minutes walk from here down to that dining room, and any amount of stairs and passages in between.
Let's go, come on.
And that was how the adventures began.
This is a wonderful resource, very well done radio theater, and I personally think that radio theater is one of the prime ways of engaging one's imagination. So I'm quite pleased to see that they are so interested in the story of Narnia, and it's been a way that we've been able to enjoy together the story, where we can listen to one of the CDs together while I'm cooking dinner. This week in our God's Big World current events newsletter, we learned about a spotting of a rare hummingbird. This was in the country of Colombia. And so this was the prompt to learn more about hummingbirds. So after I finished The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe this week, I picked up this book. It's called First Flight, A Mother Hummingbird's Story. And it's not a terribly long story. It has photographs, and it documents the growth of these 2 hummingbird babies. It is so nice to have variety in chapter books, after The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is a very intense, engaging story, being able to read a book that's a little less intense, that's more normal, everyday life, it provides a bit of balance. Now, one of the highlights of our learning together was this hummingbird video that we watched together. Wow, look at that hummingbird.
Wow. Yeah, capture the hummingbird. Capture that hummingbird.
Yeah, I am.
That was especially cool. Can fly and the robot one is not real.
Until recently, there was nothing that could compare with a hummingbird. That is, until a high-tech company in California invented a robotic one.
Sticking with the hummingbird feeders to his horn.
The Hummer helmet is all you need.
And last but not least, I would like to share my pick of the week. It's called The Hummingbird's Gift: Wonder, Beauty, and Renewal on Wings by Cy Montgomery. This is a story also about two little hummingbird babies, except these ones were orphaned and had to be taken care of by a wildlife rescue center. This book is quite short. It's about the size of a novella, I would say, and it is absolutely fascinating. And I suppose when I say that, I'm saying that hummingbirds are fascinating, but the interaction of human beings with hummingbirds is a cause for wonder. Here's a quote that kind of describes something of what I'm trying to convey. You know that kind of awestruck, timeless feeling you get when you look at a work of art? Brenda says. That sense of wonder, that sense of connection to something great and mysterious. It's the same feeling looking at a baby hummingbird. Each is just a speck, a firefly, a flash, a brilliant atom. Yet each is an infinite mystery. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're so inclined, please hit the like button. And if you like this content and want to receive my updates, please subscribe and make sure you get notifications. And all the best on your learning journey.